Science is changing constantly. New ideas come, and old ones are relegated to the dustbin and forgotten in history. Remember when Pluto was a planet? It hasn't been one for over 14 years. Or when Carl Sagan in the 1960s told Time magazine that there were only two necessary factors for the existence of intelligent life. Today, we know of over 200 such necessary parameters. This is no different for probably the most controversial field of science. This field has caused a world war, justified slavery and violence, and most importantly, ruined or harmed countless lives. This field of science is race science. Race science studies the differences in human populations by race. Many such scientists claim that the racial differences in wealth, employment, crime statistics, and much more is genetic, meaning it is determined by one's race. Now, Sophie, can you please tell how these ideas were eventually disproved?
Since the end of the Second World War, the study on genetics and human genomes has developed immensely. There are numerous studies that discuss that race is not a biologically meaningful category. Here are a few arguments to support that. All people in the world today are descendants of people who originated in Africa. The environment influences the genetic structure of human groups through natural selection and human adaptation. There is more diversity among people within the same population than there is between regions or races, with the exception of skin color and physical features. And finally, all the people in the world today are one biological species. One criterion that defines populations as part of the same species is that they can mate and reproduce successfully. Hence, we're all the same species. DNA comparisons show how natural selection shaped the genetics of human skin color to adapt to less UV light. Scientific research proves that there is no relation between skin color or other racial characteristics and complex traits like intelligence.
As we've seen, the aforementioned points make it clear that humans are more similar than different. There is no significant difference between the human population in terms of race and ethnicity. The only difference between us is our skin color and physical features, which in my opinion matters less than, for example, our favorite dish, our favorite book, or our favorite activity after school. Don't you agree?
I couldn't agree more. We should understand that race is not biological, but socially and culturally constructed. With the latter in mind, as global citizens having access to great quantities of information of what happens all around the globe, I think that we should put ourselves in our fellow citizens' shoes before pondering on actions and thoughts, and let all you do be done with love.